There we go. So sorry about that. And sorry for the Twitch side that had to wait twice because the stream crashed. Hi, my name's Poison, and you're watching me do whatever I want because it's my show. uh, no, we had like Twitch crash twice, and so then I had to reset everything and redo my links on like my social posts. So thank you everyone who was there with me through that. I appreciate you all. I am a small indie VTuber, a one-person operation. And hello, Proto. And thank you, Pendagraph. I hope you have a wonderful night as well. Okay, everything's set up over there. Let me calibrate my face. Where's my face? Character 3. No, I restarted my computer and like I have most things all set up, but not everything. And I think I'm gonna turn the lights down because it's a bit bright for this model. There we go, that's better. But hello. Is my chatbot working? Let's get a message sent in the chat to make sure it works. Make sure I receive the messages. Okay. That is confirmation. Thank you. And thank you so much, because I was trying to figure out if the chat bot was working, because again, I had to restart everything. Okay, and there is thank you, Rainbow. I think we have almost everything set. Hey, it's okay to not be smiley, and I totally get it. I have manic episodes, and so like I totally get it. And I also get the uncomfortability of not wanting people to know that you have manic episodes. So like I'm never gonna judge. The only thing I like to remind people is that these VODs do get automatically saved and uploaded on YouTube. Sometimes I upload them on Twitch. Sometimes I don't post it afterwards. So never say anything that you are uncomfortable with it being immortalized on the internet. And that all of the conversations that we have here are public. And just in case that ever comes up, just wanted to go ahead and put that disclaimer on that any urge for like to pull back isn't coming from me wanting you to censor yourself. It's coming from me wanting to make sure that you're aware that we're in a public setting. But like as far as that like goes, yeah, no, I have manic episodes, so I totally get. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with Team Poison. I am your one-stop shop for all things me. I'm excited though for this stream. Oh yeah, speaking of which, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already on the video, we are going to be doing a live react to the NTE live stream broadcast, and then we're going to be ranking character outfits. And then we might do some art afterwards, because we are going to start working on the outfits for the stream. And I have two that I've started working on. Not 100% sure which outfit I want to go with, which is one of the reasons I had the idea to like do a ranking of the different character outfits. But I am excited to do all of that. I'm still doing a little bit of setup in the background. just making sure everything goes through correctly. And thank you for lurking. Okay, I have that set. Let me make sure that I'm muted on all of my other stuff. Let's have the audio go through the right track. Correct. Hello, Silver Sun. I hope you're doing well. I'm finally adjusting to my new medication, and I do have to say, as someone, as previously mentioned, who suffers from manic episodes, now that I'm more adjusted to the medication, it does feel a lot better than my previous regimen. I switched from Adderall to Vyvanse, and it's been way more even. Not having like a big crash. Some people crash on Adderall, some people crash on Vyvanse. For the longest time, I took Adderall, especially through my grad program, but now I'm on Vyvanse, and we're gonna test to see how this works. So far, I think the change was the right decision. Speaking of which, we are a big proponent of seeking help when it's needed, whether that be therapy, psychology, or a trusted adult you have in your life. Yeah. Because being all stable takes work sometimes. I know it takes work for me. Let's see. I need to pull up. I have the stream and everything buffered on one, and also has my ranker on it. Make sure all of my socials actually posted that I'm live. I did have an unpleasant run-in with another account earlier today, and I support all content creators. Like, I actually want people to create content. I think it's great. I think it's a good creative outlet, and I want to see people have fun online. However, there's only one type of content creator that I'm ever going to judge harshly, and it's one that chooses to grow through rage bait. I hate the rage-based economy so much. It's given uninteresting people a way to get the interest of others, and I'm not about it. Like, ugh. But other than that, I'm actually doing fairly good. I'm really excited to watch this preview. The only reason why we aren't already started on it is because of the delays I had and the crash of stream. But other than that, we would be started already. Let's see. Make sure all of the audio is muted. Okay, it's muted here. I have several backups for monitoring chat, but that also means sometimes I get some really bad playback issues. But because we'll be watching something, I need to make sure that all of the monitors are as silent as can be, because I'm gonna have the video audio turned up. But yeah, how are you doing, Silver Sun? I hope today's going good for you. Ooh, one more thing I want to do. I do think I'm going to use this pose because I just kind of like it, especially with this outfit. But I have the sparkle effect on my right hand. I'm going to move it to my left hand. And I think we're going to do... let's do rainbow shards. And we're going to move it from right index to left index. And we want it on the distal part, which is the point. There we go. Yeah. I think I need to move the gun a little bit back. This is the only bad part about when I use like a prop is that I have to like size it and everything. But I like this one to have the prop. Because it feels like this goes specifically well with this outfit. There we go. Even though the character doesn't actually use this as a weapon, but that's fine. Semantics. And that's good to hear, Silver Sun. Sorry that I'm trying to do 1,000 things at one time. But I think we're ready. But yeah, I typically try to not engage with rage-based accounts. Sometimes I think someone is being a little bit more genuine than they actually are, and so I end up interacting just to find out that they're not. And sometimes I want, like, what I'll typically do is I'll wait 24 hours, go back to it, and then delete everything, because I don't want to delete everything until, and make them think that they want an argument with me or something. But what I do want to do is erase my presence from it, so that way I don't uplift the voice. Very much that. I do also hope that we're seeing a shift in internet culture of people getting tired of that kind of content. Because I know I'm tired of that kind of content. A live scene. Speaking of content I'm not tired of, though, we have... Yeah! Oh, yeah. And nor would I want to have the power to control others. But you do have the power to edit the people in your, like, that you keep around, sometimes to certain degrees. That's a privilege that not everyone has, and I've been there. But whenever you can, just keep the peace of your own life and just let the people who are going to cause chaos in it, like, just go. Let them ruin their own thing. You can be yourself over here having a good time while they go be miserable. Because, like, I don't want that for anyone who watches my streams. There's some people I want that for, though. I think this is gonna be showing the pre-stuff. Is the audio good for you guys?
Your head and look around this paradise. I'm not lying, we have no time. I invite you to savor every moment of this world. Whatever your destination, drifting down this Milky Way. Lost with you, I'm sure I'll be there. Thousands and thousands of times. Okay, let's wander through the urban lights.
I love the ponytail physics here. Like, not to toot my own horn, but this ponytail is moving gloriously. I think it's gonna play like the previous trailers first. Oh, this is the opening scene, I think.
We rolling?
Oh no, this is one of the more recent.
Let's go.
Ooh. I love her eyes.
That was close.
Ooh. I love the bow in her hair too.
You just saw the work of an average day at CSU. Next, the contained anomaly will be sent to the Seleno. Right, everything is done according to safety protocol.
I like this
Set by the
team.
ETD, so feel free to leave containment cleanup to us.
And that's Mint. Ooh, umbrella.
Sorry. Is containment breach your signature phrase now? Knock it off. What do you think of
Okay, this is the character I'm really excited for. Nitsa. I don't know what it is, but it's always the characters with like blue pigtails.
The embodiment of absolute strength and control.
It's the Miku of it all.
More like a weirdo club, but it feels safe. There's you and the others.
So, would you like to work with me and the others?
Of course. I mean, without a doubt.
How is it compared to when you were at Groth Island?
Still dealing
I
with
like
the
the use of like
same old.
some non-stereotypical like facial things, like a mask.
I know these scumbags the moment I lay my eyes on them.
I like tomato juice girl.
They don't trust me enough. They want
It's
me
the
to follow
cool kids.
procedures and get authorized for everything. If we have to follow every little step, criminals would all have great-grandchildren before justice is served. Hey, let me finish. Justice delayed is justice denied.
Oh, he has
The Bureau should be
heterochromia.
more efficient when it comes to prosecution.
I like the Under Armour like bodysuit.
In the Bureau, we have reliable espers on our side. And we also have...
This character looks like they're gonna be super cute.
What's this? Hey, what are you doing? Let go of me! I'm an evil spirit! Edit this out! Don't use it! We're making a video. You want a shot? What's your greatest reward since working at ETD? Investigations bring me to places where I can find rare Tamagotchis. I wouldn't have went to those places otherwise. I don't think she was expecting that answer. I can sense it. A super rare Tamagotchi is close. How long is it gonna take?
By the way, if you're experiencing a delay, make sure to refresh the page so you can get back onto the live if you would like to watch the live.
You join the Bureau.
This is Raz's favorite character that they previewed, I think. I have to see the face to be sure. That's a cool hand. Ooh. This is Code Loco, like coded. Like that Digiverse. It's Code Lyoko without the giant foreheads. Yeah, this is the character I think Raz is looking forward to most.
Meaningful.
EXE.
To bring the Esper criminal who killed your friend to justice? Something meaningful like that?
Ooh, like those piercing blue eyes.
Glad I got this backed up.
I love a concept.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in working with us, then tune
And she
in
has a
next
very
time.
strong concept. I actually don't think I've seen some of these. So a lot of these are my first time watching these.
We're gonna be late.
That's a skin that she has, actually. Which this game's gonna have quite a few skins.
Sorry. Huh? The strongest ever.
Arrived at
Time to work. This anomaly is unbelievably
I
strong.
love how expressive Mint is. Like, because you guys know I hate how unexpressive like a lot of games make their like cutscenes. But Mint's like the exact opposite. Also, such cool moves for a like A tier character.
Did he ever go down? Mint's ultimate super duper ultra 360 whirlwind slash!
You win.
Right, people, talk to me. How do you deal with the strongest anomaly ever?
The strongest anomaly ever has no weaknesses. You just need to use super duper ultra 360 whirlwind slash to defeat all 10 oddities at once.
I knew you had potential all this time. You did not let me down. Well done. Mint, you represent what the Bureau strives to be, a hero of Hetero.
So cute. This character's a character I like too. Aesthetic wise especially. And they have a cool like combo. I love that their like gunshots change the perspective of the camera. Yay, jazz! I love jazz. Ooh. I'm so glad she was on the standard banner. Also, love mirror characters like Haku from Naruto.
Hello, Sterry Express. Anything, anywhere, anytime.
I can make that hat now, but
Since
I'm still
you know
perfecting the
I have
physics.
this, I'm curious about your sources.
That prism effect.
What about this? Let's make a deal.
Time stands still where no stream rain reaches the mailbox. Knock knock calling.
Oh, it's Chiz.
Through the night, holding back all my feelings.
I think Chiz has one of like the more like stereotypical, almost like, you know what, honestly, she has kind of like a VTuber presence with the way that her accessories are done. I wonder if she's influenced by like VTuber designs. She does have a cute character. Seeing this music video though gives me hope that we're gonna get some like eventually K-pop-esque characters, which like I would love to have like a pop star like character. Also, the music videos do oftentimes sell me on character like ideas, like Sparkle from Honkai Star Rail. That music video like sold me on her as just a character. The kitty. Yeah, I could see them do a collab with like something like that. Something about this game and the fact of like the skins that I saw tells me that they're gonna be doing collabs. Also because they've worked with other music artists. Like they've been smaller artists on like at least on the global scale, but I love seeing like companies work with artists, like whether that be independent like standard art or musical artists or 3D artists or like animation artists. She is in a bath with a towel on. That's gonna take forever to dry. That kitty's so cute. I wonder if we're gonna have pets in our apartments.
Hetero doesn't tell you how to live, it provides possibilities.
But to get the most out of hetero, there's
This one I just recently watched. I think these other ones are the generic ones, which I'm pretty sure I've seen. Oh, there it is. 7 minutes and 37 seconds. Let's go ahead and get to the live. Oh, wait, this is... Okay, this is just scenes from Heathrow. Or Heathrow. There it is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I also like the K-pop Demon Hunter squad. I'm excited to be recreating some of these outfits that have like a way more modern vibe. Oh my god, that from the previous music video has already been cleaned up so much. That's some high res. Looks like their depth maps have increased in quality by a lot. You can tell from the lighting and the way that it's interacting with things. She's a really cool character. She's cool. She wasn't in the closed beta that I was in.
Signs of love longing and hidden age, and this path hidden in the sun.
Yay!
Feeling ready for it all. Whatever you dream, whatever you imagine.
Okay, Seraphim.
We stand in this
Or Seraphine. From League.
new story, and now we are flying higher, higher than ever. Close your eyes for me, heal my
I do like her ult changing her outfit. And her ult's also fun. She's the character I'm most hyped for. The girl with like the ghost wedding dress aesthetic. That was the character our outfit's done after. Oh, this is the... I love that backdrop. I don't know what language this is set to, but it's not the correct one. Where is subtitles? Proportional. I might just turn off CC because they have the subtitles, yeah. There we go. I'm gonna move the screen up because we can't see it.
磊子哥，能否为我们介绍一下这座城市呢？
海特洛是一座与意象共存、日常与非日常交织的亮丽大都市，也是各位见。
Pause. Let me move the screen a little bit so it's not. There we go. That works.
你是在一环中启程的第一站。我们希望每位玩家都能够在这座城市中找到最契合自己的生活方式。
既然提到意象，那么意象究竟是什么？
Anomalies or anything supernatural. We're basically like doing an Esper-esque game. Honestly, also could be probably like comparable to yokai. Like, I don't think they're necessarily like demons, but they're definitely like on the side of wrathful spirits. Although there's some benevolent ones and some just regular ones. I would say like some of them are comparable to yokai. Forced everything into the open.
而环的分支机构之一意象管理局就负责收容和泯除意象。海特洛是正式管理局的总部所在。
I'm curious as to how he's gonna fight.
怎么判断是不是出现了意象呢？
有一个叫维特海默值的指标用于衡量意象强度。意象的维特海默值都是负数，绝对值越大越背离现实。城市里遍布维特海默台，
You'll find
实时监测区域内
monitoring the function in real time. Ooh.
看到了有些角色身上也有不同寻常的地方。
他们大多都是异能者。
Espers.
有些与生俱来，有些后天获得。
Ooh.
有些人的外貌和普通人一样。
Speaking of the word Esper, I wonder if they'll do like an Academy City collab at some point with like a certain scientific railgun, because that would be really cool. Like if we could get Misa and use her railgun in the game. Like, or Index and like have a random spell thing. That would be a really fun collab. Because they do have a witch character who's more on the magic side.
主角异能者零，维特海默值就是正数吗？
这倒是一个特例。我们的主角是一个没有检测到维特海默值的异能者。 异能者零将作为鉴定师。
Oh, so that's why we're called Zero.
从此和伙伴
Because we
们
have
一起
no
展开异
reading.
人的生活。诸位在鉴定师与异环的故事就在海特洛起航。
我已经迫不及待想逛逛海特洛了，磊子哥有什么必玩推荐吗？
在海特洛，每个人都能找到属于自己的生活节奏与方式。我推荐各位用自己喜欢的方式亲自游览这座城市。你可以登上上琴塔俯瞰全城，也可以去福音木下留下心愿。
Fortune shades. Ooh, that looks higher res than what we played. That's really pretty. I also love that train on the water. It gives me Studio Ghibli vibes. And that's some like nice jelly water. Kind of reminds me of when I was in Hawaii. Ooh, they have dinophalangites. Dinophalangites are a tiny microorganism that are like algae, and it causes the waves to glow. At least that's what I think they did there, or it could just be that like the white parts are lit at all times. So far, really pretty. Wait, can we switch to first person? I love being in first person. I did it with WoW, but WoW makes it a little difficult. I think I think we can switch to first person. I'm gonna love that. I wonder if we'll be able to be in first person also in combat. But I'm hoping that's not just a preview thing. The game's pretty enough to allow first person. And if some games don't allow you to go first person because, like, the graphics are just not designed for that. And so when you get, like, this type of view, things start looking weird. But I love that we're going to be able to do... If as long as this isn't just the preview feature. Or it could be like a camera mode situation. I do know you can hide the UI. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're allowed to do it at this point. Because it'd be weird to have it as this much of the preview and not be able to go first in game. It's improved so much. Ooh. I liked that tree. Reminds me of the tree that Yuno has in Wuthering Waves. That's a nice car.
啊，这个我有所了解，在车行可以买到很多炫酷的好车。
We did get to do the dealership stuff.
海特洛好市民了吧？
But they didn't have this many car options. Ooh, that's some updated physics right there. Because we uploaded a short recently where we ran into a cop car. And it did not do that. Much better drift. I want to go there. Wait. In the betas, you couldn't go to this amusement park, but I really want to go there. I'm hoping so much that I can get to the amusement park in their live version, because I wanted to go so bad.
在必要的情况下，我们也可以让薄荷出示管理局证件，并紧急征用他人的车辆，甚至是一些特殊车辆。 想要更有个性一点，鉴定师也可以获得一些非常特别的载具进行体验。
Go-kart. We can play Mario Kart with friends using these go-karts. Can we do go-karting in the city? That would be really fun. That's an anomaly. I love that. I wonder if some of the special vehicles will be functional special vehicles. So like the forklift, if it can actually lift things.
载具的种类丰富是件好事儿，但是有人能够一起兜风，那就更好了。
在公测版本中，你可以邀请角色坐在你的副驾驶。当你握着方向盘，余光能看到副驾驶上的图案，这种都市漫游的体验将不再孤单。
不同的同城角色会有不同的反应。
Those characters are looking good from like that first-person perspective. I think it's a Hattori. I think that's also a Hattori skin. We're just driving on the beach. It's a convertible! I had a convertible was my very first car. I loved it. Being able to ride with the top off.
不过行车需谨慎，如果肆意破坏公物，撞伤行人，社会上将有通缉
We know, we have experience with that.
可能面临牢狱之灾。别担心，缴纳保释金或者参与劳动就可以提早释放。
We went to jail.
除此之外的方式，
这个就保留给各位鉴定师去探索了。
当然，在自驾之外，也可以选择乘坐公交
You can use a spoon to dig holes in the wall.
过轨道畅游整个海特洛，体会别样的风景。
那么介绍好了车子，是不是应该还有一间好房子？
鉴定师可以选购心仪的住宅，从高楼大平层到山间别墅，家中还有各种意象制品家具带来便利。
We only got the apartment.
通过各种方式入手家具，或者各类摆件。
Okay, we didn't even get to try to like do this part. Like that, like furniture.
让家里更添生气。
And I love seeing the characters interact with furniture.
穿着居家服，这个体验真不错。
不仅如此，也可以邀请角色出行。
I'm so excited.
当与部分角色提升到对应的机遇等级，就可以对其发出同行邀请，一起走过花田，欣赏流星划过夜空，也可以用第一人称视角，沉浸式体验与角色共度的时光。
I haven't seen them do any of the immersion stuff with the male character, and I hope that they add that. She's so short. I like that they're putting a lot of personality into the skins as well. Because it gives me hope for the pool economy, if that's how they're gonna like try to make a lot of money, is from skins. Because I would much rather cosmetics than gameplay be locked behind gacha.
基础上新增更多的内容。
是的，公测版本我们针对机遇玩法进行了全面打磨，
Yay!
增了大量语音和动作细节表现。鉴定师也可以主动邀约角色前往特定地点约会。
That makes me happy, and I like that they overhauled it. Because it was a cool system, but it was a little bit, like, limited. That reminded me of when Imeth ults. This shooting star across the sky.
还能在海特洛各处遇到日常生活中的各位角色，更多不为人知的故事等待发掘，就留给各位鉴定师自行偶遇吧。
Oh wait, so we can go to a school? Artiste. I wonder if that baking has a mini game with it. So far, the slice of life aspect of this game has me really excited. Because I love a little bit of slice of life. That's my favorite genre of anime. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing.
我懂，这些画面当然都是可以拍摄下来的。通过拍照功能，我们可以记录在都市。
Hey, it's the character we made this outfit off of.
我们的拍照系统支持多样的拍摄模式，比如自拍模式，也可以摆放角色，设定好。
Everything is rendered so much better than when it was in the beta.
别忘了观察入境路人的反应，或许会给你惊喜。
I like these pictures too. Real fast. I'm gonna go back to that. Okay, these pictures are really cool because this wasn't in the other one, but like the render on these is really nice. And that's Faria. I don't know who those two are. It'd be cool if you could set them to have those outlines permanently. Because I think it's just that they're selected, yeah. Because then you could give your like pictures very anime aesthetic. Or you could make things have like a 2D effect.
最合适的想必是使用无人机进行航拍了。第一人称视角俯瞰全城，可以将海特洛的美景尽收眼底。
I saw another game with this idea, and it's cool that they added it. The drone. Sunbeams. I also love that this is either the amount of things that allow you to go first person. Love it, because I like being in first person to just like experience the world.
但我还是想打断一下，要怎么才能买房买车呀？
大家可以通过都市大亨系统。
The city tycoon system is their like building up reputation with the city basically. And I hope that there's like when we go to like other cities hopefully in the future that we get like new tycoon things. The deliveries were my favorite. Running the cafe is stressful. Ooh, a rhythm game. I think I'll probably try to raise it with a rhythm game. But it is fun to stress out at a cafe.
例如在海上垂钓玩法中，达成一定等级后，将解锁鉴定师的全新时装。在雨燕出行玩法中，除了普通乘客，还有可能接到一些熟面孔的订单。
哎，那确实还挺有意思。
We get to play taxi or Uber or Lyft.
也将开放新地图，提供联机挑战。
Ooh, special race maps.
也可以邀请好友决出谁才是海特洛传奇车手。
I still want to see people race with those go-karts.
鉴定师将可以挑战新人牌手，或与好友联机搓麻，通过。
Okay, when we played the beta, we waited like a few times to try to play this game. I don't know how to play Mahjong, but I was willing to try. But there was never someone to play with, and I put in the note like, hey, if we could get like AI opponents, so that way if we queue up and no one else is queued. And I'm glad they added that. They may have even had that in the works whenever I made the comment, but like, I'm so glad that they added that because I wanted to play, but no one was there.
或与好友联机搓麻，通过该玩法也将解锁更多桌布、麻将牌等外观。而且粉爪大劫案，也就是潜入银行、金库搜索宝藏的玩法，也将支持单人游玩与多人联机模式。 新的奖励机制下，还可以获得时装和新的载具等奖励。
为了鼓励各位鉴定师成为
Multiplayer
特
features.
别准备了一份重磅礼遇。随着都市大亨等级的提升，各位鉴定师可以免费获取 S 级角色小枝。
Okay, that's another really cool thing that they're doing.
提升，各位鉴定师
That they're gonna have in-game event and like reward systems that give you not just an A or 4-star character, but like their top tier character like category. The fact that that is how some of the characters are going to be achieved makes me like super excited, especially like for future big patches. Because I wonder if that's going to be something they continue on. Like say with new regions, there's always going to be like a character that you unlock through leveling the region. That would be really cool.
可以免费获取 S 级角色小枝。都市大亨提升过程中，还可以获得6个小枝的星象碎片，用于
Okay, so you do get all of our constellations through that system too.
这里也提醒大家记录第一个直播兑换码。我们稍作休息，马上回来。
She also was really fun to play. How to redeem. Log in, tap menu. So we'll write these down, and whenever the game comes out, we'll make a post letting you guys know what all these codes are. You can also go to Game 8. Like, you don't have to use me for that reference. Game 8 typically will post, if you're ever looking for like redeem codes, there's a, not sponsored by the way, Game 8 will tend to have a collection of those redeem codes. Not sponsored and kind of detrimental to me in the future, actually, but that's what I do. Ooh, a more upbeat song. You've heard a lot of like more slower tempo songs. Setting change. Who we meet at launch? This is the question I've wanted to have answered.
这家店位于桥间地偏僻地段，常年赤字，古董卖不出去，只能靠接一些民间意向委托，勉强维持周转。
Wait. I have to go back to make sure I read that right. Let's start where our appraisers call home, the antique shop. The shop will always be a quiet corner and always losing money.
在猎人帮 APP 上的评分也常年垫底，好在这里的小店员都是些热闹的家伙，和他们一起做委托不会觉得无聊。还有一家与伊波恩来往密切的快递公司。
I wonder if all these characters are playable on release too.
派送和情报买卖，这些快递员也都不简单，必要时刻。
She was fun to play.
人手派送到现场。
And her aesthetic's great.
管理局呢？薄荷应该是在那儿吧？
没错。 薄荷属于收容行动2
组，
收容组是管理局中工作范畴最为广泛的外勤部门，负责收容或泯除一般意向，并且要看管或转移临时收容的意向。收容行动组还有更多的成员，不久后就会和大家见面。
希望薄荷今天准时出勤。
除了收容行动组，我们还会看到禁制机动队，这是管理局最受忌惮的王牌队伍，象征着绝对的管制与镇压。 在序章开篇的 ETD 4队就是常驻于海托洛市的一支小队。未来我们还会遇到更多 ETD 的精英部队。
Okay, these are my favorite people because they have the most like, it feels like directional design. Love the low cut V on that shirt. This is gonna be so much fun for me to recreate. Both the tentacles, the sparkle effect in this, and like these little flames. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun making this outfit. Because I know I will be making this outfit. This one, the sleeves would be very difficult. Because it's hard for me to sometimes add like these long flowy sleeves. And I do like his bodysuit. And she's cute. I don't know if I'd recreate her outfit though.
看起来他们的实力确实都非常强。
除此以外，这座城市还有不少的新伙伴和新势力，比如小智背后。
She's really cool. I like the little like Raven girl aesthetic. Jellyfish! I want jellyfish. Jeez. And she is kind of giving me Linnea vibes.
财力雄厚的德沃夏克家族，前乐队平行线成员海月与明英，为异乡恋人提供占卜的魔女之家等等。
刚才
It'd be cool if we unlock each one of those character sections by doing their events.
优化清单里面有说海月会在公测和大家见面，能透露点它的特别之处吗？
Oh, she's joining us at launch?
版本加入常驻棋盘，这是一个移动和战斗方式都比较特别的角色。他曾经和明英一起。
I want.
之前的故事就等大家在剧情中了解。
说到移动方式比较特殊的角色，那就
So many of the like 4-star characters have really cute designs. We did get to test her out extensively. But that jellyfish girl. We love jellyfish.
在鉴定师所属的伊波恩古董店中，有位因踢馆失败还砸坏东西，被迫留下来还债的虎妞，堪称巧见地街头一霸。她就是自称柯林斯家族王牌一代目的娜娜莉·柯林斯。娜娜莉的异能与电磁力有关，异能属性为零。
That is really useful for getting away from the cops. Just as a side note.
使用后造成伤害的同时，
She might be a really strong pool if you plan to commit crime.
在任何倾斜表面乃至天花板上自由行走。
从这个视角看海托洛还挺新鲜的。
娜娜莉的战斗特点是能够与
Like I found her ability the most useful when it came to escaping people.
终极术后，娜娜莉立刻对周围敌人造成多次范围性的零属性异能伤害，并召唤副手。副手在场时，娜娜莉的攻击会对周围敌人造成小范围的牵引效果，且副手会配合娜娜莉的所有攻击。
That was Ryu.
造成零属性追加伤害。
That uppercut. Ooh, that's a cool boss. That black and white body with the Technicolor wings. I love that also disappears in a cloud of glitter. Oh, it's like a star. Like it's like a rainbow star, like cloud. That real-time dodging, though. Okay, I don't want to say it to be mean to like some other games, but it is very nice to see a character preview where the character's being played in a way that is good. It's kind of refreshing to see the character be played well. I just feel like that's actually important to note, because so many times we see a character preview and the character's played like very stop motion without a lot of flow, and then I will test the character myself and be like, wait, why did this character look like they took pauses at like almost every time they did an attack? I love his attack clashes. Also, creative boss fight with you having to fight it while it's under the ground, but like in a Miroverse.
在伊波恩古董店里，还有一位深藏不露的店长寻，他看似自由散漫，实则
Hattori.
危机时刻总能成为伊波恩众人的支柱。寻的异能属性为
She's really cool.
释放异能时，他能够操纵时间流速，甚至让时间完全停止。特别的是
I love that flower petal like trail.
说不定会在意想不到的地方派上用场。
有这种能力，伊波恩居然还会亏本。
战斗时，寻上阵会显示非闭合实际，随时间积蓄能量，蓄满后，寻释放极轨终结，俯视来潮， 造成光属性的
Okay, that's really cool.
同时拔出太刀，让周遭的时间趋于停止。太刀攻击会积累断时，积累满后即可触发终结时停的光属性异能伤害。
刚才提到异能属性，战斗中具体该怎么用？
每个可操控的角色都拥有独特的异能属性，普遍可分为
Okay.
光、灵、咒。
I would like to be fully transparent. This is one system that I am slightly concerned with because element team comps, although can be really fun, also concerns me sometimes because it can make characters dependent on each other. But, like, as long as they come out with a good, sizable cast, I think it's not an issue. There was, like, limits, but they've already announced other characters that weren't in the betas, so it's going to be expanded upon. But, like, there wasn't many characters to fulfill each element. Like, I don't know how many there was for that blue one.
属性的角色编入小队并使用援护技，就能够打出异能环合效果。战斗中，角色造成伤害时会积累该角色的环合值。攒满后，队伍中能够触发环合的角色头像。
The Shadow Dog's also one that, like, is surprisingly fun to play.
释放援护技，命中敌人就会触发环合效果，让敌人进入特定的状态或造成伤害。有些角色，比如主角，有
It looks like a lot of the gameplay, like, that I got to do has already been, like, stepped up.
掌握异能环合对于编程队伍
Which they had already stepped it up from the first beta to the second.
那么实际作战还有其他机制吗？
在战斗过程中，敌人攻击时会出现红光。
Okay, she looks like she plays very like how she did. Which makes sense because she felt really good combat-wise.
并出现红圈预警，用攻击命中该敌人即可触发成规反击弹刀，并使目标进入硬直状态。
I do want an all-music team, so I hope all the music characters work together.
在敌人受到攻击时，清线值也会同步削减。清空后，敌人会进入清线状态，瘫痪并受到一次清线伤害。削减清线值有很多种方法，比如极限反击就能够削减大量清线值。另外，部分敌人还拥有特定的弱点属性，弱点会以图标形式显示在敌人头顶。
I like that backflip.
对应属性的援护技可以额外削减清线值，还可通过触发异能环合中的失血效果，削减敌人一定比例的清线值，也是非常实用的手段。
听了这么多介绍，大家最关心的还是怎么获得角色吧。在共存测试中，我们的斯卡布罗集市已经
Yeah, we
可
did.
以再详细介绍一
Talking
下。
about the
在
board.
斯卡布罗集市中，分为限定棋盘与常驻棋盘。 投掷对应的骰子，在棋盘上移动，就可以获得对应格子上的奖励。而限定棋盘最核心的特点在于
The most important thing, every S character you pull is guaranteed to be
简
current.
单来说，在一环中，
Wait, okay.
角色必定是当期限定的那一位。
Here's the most important thing about limited
核
borders,
心的特点在于，每次获得
which I think is limited boards. Every S character you pull is guaranteed to be.
是当期限定的那一位。
Okay, yeah.
简单来说，在一环中
We did know that
限定角色
part.
永远不会歪。
Guarantees for every S character to be the board character.
率为0.99%。若连续70次未出 S 级角色，棋盘将自动升级，大幅提升概率，直到获得限定角色。若连续89次未获得 S 级角色，则第90次投掷必定获得该角色。这一保底进度将完全继承至后续的限定。
I do love that. Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves is when the pity doesn't carry over, because then it means you're not wishing until you get the amount that you need to get the character guaranteed, which then means that you're not collecting a lot of characters early on, which can make it to where the game's not as fun, because a lot of these character gacha games are, the fun is based on how many characters you have to play with sometimes. And so not allowing the pity to like carry over kills that. And I played some gachas here recently where they didn't allow pity to carry over, and so it makes you not want to wish on the banners, but then if you don't wish on the banners, you're stuck with a very limited roster. So I'm glad that pity carries, because it encourages you to wish. Okay, to limited boards. Okay, I want her. more than I want nominally. So despite what I just said about like saving wishes and stuff, what I'll probably end up doing is wishing a little bit on this banner, see if I get her early, and then save my wishes for Hattori, because Hattori is really cool, and I would like Hattori. What is the length of these? I need a calendar. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is running from the 29th. You know what? Where does it say 14 days? Or does he say it's 14 days?
月流2个限定棋盘。
There's just C29 through 13, which I had to see if we had 31 or 30 days in April. So 2 weeks? Okay, I was like, am I blind?
它需要注意的是，
To be fair, I have the like subtitles crossed through with the timeline on the bar.
为期14天。而
Oh yeah, 14 days.
独酌龙月流棋盘将为期21天。
为庆祝多次，我们还将开放
Listen, I got excited because I saw Hattori as one of the early banners, and that's what I was hoping for.
色外，还可获得娜娜丽时装。
I also like the idea of 2-week banners. Kinda hope that continues.
运气稍有不济也无需担心，累积投掷达到一定次数后，也可以在集市配到的活动页面中直接兑换这些外观。
But yeah, we'll only wish a little bit
对我这个飞球太友好。
on the like
那么
Nautilus
除了
banner.
机制还有什么方法能够提升角色呢？
那就得说说胡盘了。胡盘具有不同属性和效果，给角色搭配适合的胡盘，可以提升角色属性或带来特殊效果。基础胡盘可以
Same.
用3重钥匙在胡盘商店购买。
Though I love that the jellyfish character
还会开启胡
is on the
盘
standard banner.
让大家可以定向获取 S 级限定胡盘，每消耗10枚3重钥匙
Plus her aesthetic is like
每
great.
次获得10枚胡盘，野木获得 S 级胡盘的基础概率为3%，且设
I had a lot of luck with this one.
最多6次
If the rates stay the
可以获得 S 级
same
胡盘，
as they were in the beta,
必定获得当期限定 S 级胡盘。同时，胡盘野木的保底次数将永久累积，并可继承至其他限定野木计划。
there's also a ton of weapons.
当然，部分 S 级胡盘还可以通过大世界探索获得一次。
Also, the fact that S tier weapons are available in the world.
成为胡盘
Another great decision.
社会集市系统似乎在集市掷骰子还能累积其他资源。
对，在集市中踩中棋盘特定格或重复获得角色，可获得狮尾棋子和迷迭棋子。这些棋子可在每期集市的兑换商店中兑换更多骰子、3重钥匙、方丝以及各类。
We did that a lot.
商店刷新后，还能用迷迭棋子兑换20枚3重钥匙，相信也能减轻大家。
I wonder how frequently those are going to refresh.
除了获得棋子，重复获得的角色。
I hope it's like Wuthering Waves where it's at least once a month, if not
当我们
like
重复
every 2 weeks.
可获得
If it follows the, if it would go with the
用
banners.
来给角色提升觉醒等级，最高可以觉醒6次。
而这个系统实际上有些特殊，那就是觉醒以后可以随时切换所需要的觉醒效果进行激活。例如觉醒1次后，可以自由选择想要觉醒的效
Okay,
果。
yeah, this was one of my favorite things to learn that they did. Once you get a like awakening one a level of awakening, you can pick any of the awakening abilities to use, which is so cool. Like the more you have, the more you can have active. But the fact that they just let you pick which one, because you know how many like games, this includes like Wuthering Waves, where the strongest like awakening effect is on their final constellation or like final copy. Here, as long as you get one, you can use that strongest power. Or you can switch it to be based off what would help a team comp the most. If you want your character to play more as a sub DPS, as for example, you could probably pick one that increases the damage type of their like element.
并且根据应用环境的变化随时更换。同时，我们还对觉醒页面做了视觉优化，希望能够展现角色更不同的一面。另外，在公测版本中
At launch,
会常驻开
instant
放
stages will become permanently available.
大家可获取养成材料，以提升角色等级、异能等级和胡盘等级等。特别说明一下， 在刷取副本时所消耗的体力与都市闲序中所使用的活力互不相关。
This was another feature that Raz had pointed out that they liked, but like I also love this, that the stamina for doing fun like side things isn't the same stamina that you use for your grind, so you're not having to pick either or. I do hate when a game makes too much attached to the stamina bar or one stamina bar. A game I recently played felt like everything was attached to the stamina bar, which made me feel like while I had excess of the stamina, I was like, it's not a problem, but I knew the second I ran out of that excess, it was going to be a big problem. I never ran out of stamina though when I played the beta. You probably will when it's launched because building, but
大家在大世界探索中会遇到许多异象事件，在完成部分委托后，就能解锁其对应的高危委托 BOSS， 有多种难度可选。在公测版本中，我们也新增了全新高危委托 BOSS。
That seems similar to the Echo Trials.
鬼外之境也是循环挑战玩法。
This was a fun system. I played on this one.
介绍了这么多，接下来稍作休息，给大家呈现本次
Second redeem code.
兑换码，大家记得兑换哦。
Again, those will all be available at launch. If it's like other games, I'll pin it in the chat.
游戏玩法、大世界体验、角色战斗与剧情等多个方面，内容还是比较多的。想问一下，目前进度如何？是否均已完成了呢？
请各位鉴定师放心，共存测试调优清单所梳理出的优化方向，目前已经悉数完成。今天我们将挑选一部分重点内容进行展示。首先是大家都比较关心的游戏性能方面。
Honestly, I'm not that concerned about performance, but I do have a decent computer. Sometimes I do play the games at lower qualities just because I can only stream at such a high quality. Like, I'm limited 30 frames per second on uploads.
并且在体验更加流畅的同时，我们也对游戏内场景和角色做了进一步的细化，以保证品质。然后就是此前所提到的英伟达全景光线追踪功能。
Ray tracing.
正式时装，鉴定师可
Oh,
在
nice.
设置中自行选择。
Ray tracing is a very good advancement that we've made in graphics. It's like a refined blur. And by that I mean like nothing like
Everybody loves ray tracing.
But no, everyone loves ray tracing, but no one wants to ray trace anymore. Nobody wants to trace rays anymore. And by my understanding, it's also a low-intensive system thing. Like, it doesn't actually affect the load of the game as much as, like, say, other advancements.
开启后，环境的氛围和表现上有种以假乱真的感觉。
是的，全景光线追踪技术不仅提高了光照、反射和阴影的保真度，还确保了室内和室外的光照精确到像素，以提升游戏整体视觉感受。
未来，我们也将与英伟达、索尼、高通、联发科等伙伴进行更多合作，为大家带来更好的视觉
Visual experience even further.
不仅是场景，这一次我们对角色也做了许多
I noticed.
例如部分角色建模。
No, I thought it was funny because like other people being like, I don't see the difference. And I'm like, It's a bunch of small things that adds up to a better
互
environment.
动以及大世界交互等方面。
Ooh, they fixed the reflections. I had pointed it out in the beta, but there was a problem with the reflections where they were not orientated correctly. Basically, they mirrored your camera instead of mirroring the perspective of the character. But these are mirroring the like environment better.
我好像还看到，这是给角色们都配置了手机吗？
是的，并且每一位角色的手机外壳也都有契合
Ooh.
自身风格的
Wait, do they all have a... I love that they all have their own
确
case.
实丰富了很多，这样就增添了很多的生活细节。
That's a nice
实际
touch.
上，本次对大世界玩法也做了很多的优化。例如，在公测，我们将在大世界内增加更多的可偶遇角色。
Oh,
是所谓的在海托洛，每一位角色也都有自己的生活吗？
love that
有
too.
小芝吗？
没错，小智也将加入可邀约角色。在之后的版本，我们也会逐步开放更多可邀约的角色。
那就请各位鉴定师拭目以待吧。
当然，除了以上内容，还有很多已经完成的优化事项，就不在这展开细说了，请各位鉴定师自行过目吧。
Pause. Okay. Performance improvements across PC. I love that I did that. Okay. That doesn't seem needed. Update character bonds with new voice lines and animations. Bug fixes. Added NVIDIA full ray tracing. Seems like this is the stuff that like improved character screen, UI, overhauled Awaken interface, increased inventory capacity. I didn't even know we had an inventory limit. Improved housing, better furnishing placement. That was really cool. Updated character bonds, expanded Heathrow hobbies. It didn't have AI opponents before. Really glad that was added. I'm sure that was probably part of the plan to add them, but adding minigame AI was probably like one of the final things they were going to do. Quality of life improvements, beyond the rails, smoother experience, improved Heathrow hobby, swift cab, added orders from playable characters, improved Heathrow hobbies in the cafe, improved Heathrow Sea Angler, PvE mode. Oh, so that means is there a PvP mode for this too? Little Sparrow. There's so many hobbies and activities, which I love. Yeah, I think, okay, typically when people say that they don't like AI, they mean generative AI, but I do know that the conversation has gotten muddled, and some people have switched it to like, we love AI, we hate generative AI. Like, I've programmed AI, but I've never really made generative AI. One of the big difference between the types of AI is that a lot of the types of AI that are in video games are running from your local computer. So it doesn't have that same environmental impact as generative AI, for one. And two, they're not things that say are taking jobs from people, because there's not enough people in the world to pilot all the NPCs of a video game. Like that it would just be unrealistic. But that being said, like, no, yeah, I was very much like they needed some like people. New optimization. Ooh, you couldn't get attack cancel before, but now you can. Animation improvements. Boss, see prisoner. Picture frame, Hattori combat optimization. So they did change Hattori a little bit. Wanted system. Officer Whiskers NPCs now respawn when players are wanted. Pink Paw Heist added special bank exclusive currency to drop pool. Oh, I think this is like, I want to do defeating mobs in the bank now refreshes collectible. That I'm interested to find out more about that. The vehicle drift improvement is great because it did kind of just make me slam against the wall almost every time. Added hang time off ramps. Car wraps. That's good. Can now be removed to storage. Added mahjong table. Wait, okay, this is another thing that we were curious about when I was talking to some other people. I hope for functional housing items, like housing items that you can actually interact with, because a lot of games, their housing like ends up just kind of being like a fancy painting or trophy because you can't really interact with anything. So like there's no reason to actually spend time in your house. Like World of Warcraft housing, love it, but it's very limited in interactivity. The interactivity of the WoW housing is limited. Like it lets you decorate like really well, but like you can't really do anything inside the house. So I love seeing housing, added mahjong table, and arcade cabinet furniture. And I'm really hoping that the mahjong table is functional, so that way you could like go to your house and like play and like use that as like a queue time thing, because that would be really cool. Or if like you could have players come to your house and play inside your house.
这么看，已优化的东西还是挺多的。鉴定师们可以在公测开启后第一时间进行体验。
But the fact that they've already added that means that, like, I'm sure if we gave feedback, if it wasn't a feature, it would become a feature.
让我们来看一段全新披露的视频片段。
Brand new trailer. Ooh. Oh, that color scheme. Ooh. Love that color scheme.
哦，这是全新的正片剧情吗？看来我们的鉴定师又要迎接全新的挑战了。
全新正片剧情将在公测正式开放，更多城市暗线将浮出水面。
OK，打住，我们还是把神秘感留给各位鉴定师亲自体验吧。
I'm glad that that's a thing.
本次公测前瞻特别节目
Third redeem.
兑换码，各位鉴定师们记得在有效期内进行兑换哦。
It redeems. Expires 5/13/2059. Okay, so it won't expire until next month. So we're good. Music collabs. Very interested to hear about this. This kind of sounds like Lo-Fi Girl. Like the study music. Especially with that rain sound effect. Persona 5. They have some really good songs. Okay, vocals. I hear you. Literally. This makes me wonder if we'll ever see Persona characters in the game. Like, is this like a sneaky preview of a future collab we have coming? Persona would fit the setting. Also, really beautiful scenery. I can't wait to just drive around. Because you guys know that, like, that's one of my favorite pastimes, like, in Fortnite, was to just drive the car around. Ooh, I like that view. Tower of Fantasy. They have some good designed characters. But you know what these music collabs are telling me? They're willing to work with other companies. And NTE's kind of in a similar category as like character gacha kind of situation. The heart. Music collab coming soon.
所以如果我没有理解错的话，公测后我就能在一环的世界里畅听到以上旋律喽。
没有错，实际上鉴定师们在这方面的诉求我们一直都知道，我们也在努力给大家营造一个对位的都市氛围。
Yes.
不过我记得之前
Love that.
车载电台
Can we get Adela?
为什么散步的时候也能听到
That's a big
这些
ask.
曲目呢？
But can we get Adela?
将通过都市大亨的阶段性奖励解锁随身听功能，鉴定师可以在都市漫游的同时，随时打开并收听。
I would love if we could get Adela. This. Wait. Okay, so Adela, one of my favorite music artists of the like current time, and almost of all time, she is signed with Sony Records. They're working with Sony. Maybe. It's not as far-fetched as I originally thought. It's like, this pop artist. And I was like, hey. No, that guy's pillow is actually really cool. This one, the Nanali, she's the first banner character, but I went Hattori. Because I love her aesthetic. Hello! Yeah, I played the most recent beta, and there was an NDA beta that we can't talk about, but like... That was, yeah. But the game is really cool. No, okay. I want to pause this just to highlight. I mentioned it before, and I came to the realization, like, way too late. Oh, this is a rage-based bait account. I was like, I love people starting content creation, and I love supporting people in content creation. There's only ever one type of content creator that I will ever rag on, and it's the type of content creator who wants to grow through rage bait content. Because yes, it's gonna work. But also, I think you're a miserable person when you do that. Like, yeah. Oh no, Anata, I think currently looks much better, but we also don't know how much of Anata is going to look like how it does. And that's the reason why I'm like, I think it's gonna be 2026, 2027. Because they still are having NDA closed betas, which means that even if people don't agree, that means it's still in concept because it means that too much of the game is going to change before then in release. Yeah. Anytime I see someone actively use the cry face emoji thing when someone's trying to have a legit conversation, I'm like, oh, this is rage bait. Okay. I'll block you. First, I'll let you see my message, but then I'll block you after. Because, like, I'm not about that life. I like to keep my peace, and if you're gonna cause chaos in my peace, you can see yourself out of it. I will also add, I have predicted, like, I didn't have any information for NTE about when it was going to release, but I predicted its release date in January because I've now participated in so many closed betas and so many, like, of games like gacha game closed betas and betas of this nature that it's become very clear to me when I play them and when they're doing their releases that they have a clear game development cycle, much like Western games do. And typically, for most games, only one who hasn't followed this is Arknight Infield. Until they do like the open betas, and by open I mean like non-NDA disclosure protected betas, they're typically a year out from releasing, at least. I say Arknight's Infield doesn't count for this because they did a lot of testing. Their testing was very long. And I did work for Blizzard Entertainment, so I do have a little bit of industry knowledge. I'm not like an expert because I was not like a high-ranking person in Blizzard Entertainment, but I did work there, and I was part of knowledge, like I was educated on at least their development cycle because I was supposed to be knowledgeable about that stuff. I will say it was different experiencing the Chinese game development cycle from what I was familiar with because they do follow a very different cycle. But they tend to follow a pattern, and that is until you see consecutive betas, the game's probably not coming out soon. But when you get two betas that happen like really close to each other, that means that they're at the refining stage. So you're probably going to hear an announcement of a game like release within the next couple of months. And Raz can vouch for me because I sent my prediction of their release like to him before like I was even part of the NTE's creator program. I have also one of my special things like on my resume is project management. Not to toot my own horn, but I am really good at it. Well, you kind of have to be if you're a postgraduate like person, like if you've gone through grad school, you do have to be good at project management if you have a thesis program. Oh, the other thing to note about that, the beta version that players test is always a couple of months behind the actual development of the game. So when you're testing a beta, you're testing where they're at like 3 months ago, not where they're currently. That's another thing to note when you're doing those. However, when it's a NDA beta, that's closer to the live version of the game, and that's one of the reasons for the NDA, because it's still in very much solidification, conceptualization. Once they start having the betas where you're allowed to post content, that's when the game mechanics are more established. Yeah. Now, Western Early Access and European Early Access, included in the Western, it confuses the F out of me, even as someone who's familiar with game development. Because most of the times I'm like, this just feels like it's a release, but you don't want judgment yet, so you're saying it's early. Because you're kind of made a live service game when you do early access with extra steps.
美国多家门店推出角色主题泡芙套餐。
I'm loving seeing all these collabs because I like seeing a company that can work with other companies.
参与平台活动即可领取专属兑换码，大家可以留意官方社交媒体和后续通告。
Oh yeah, no
这
same.
次栏目已经要接近尾声了，我不得不替所有鉴定师问一。
To also mention 2 other early access games, Enshrouded, really fun. Wait, it's supposed to release later this year. Pow World, I think, is also having its official release. Both games in early access, and I was gonna play them like earlier this year until I found out that. I'm like, now I'm just waiting for their full releases because I've already bought both. Hello, Wesley. I hope you're doing well. You know, I want you guys to all know that every time I say hello, I wave because I used to use my full body tracking every stream. But you guys can't see me wave anymore. But I am still waving. But I only have my face tracking on because the full body tracking has a drift to it for long-term streams. But I do wave. But I hope you're having a good night, a good Saturday, or good morning. All of the wishes. She had a very interesting kit. She's one of the music-themed characters. Okay. Yeah, if they have it on a roadmap, that means it's already been discussed several times, and the roadmap typically has their latest perspective released. I'm excited for it. I recently got accepted as a creator for the game, and so we're super excited. We're going to be making... I'm working on 2 current outfits for the release. I'm working on a Fadia outfit, where it's going to have the flame transformation as part of the outfit, and a Daffodil outfit. Because out of this lineup, Daffodil's gameplay is the absolute most fun and interactive. If I had to organize these people by like fun gameplay, it would be Daffodil, Juyuan, Hathor, Baising, Sakurai, and Fadia. I love Fadia's aesthetic. I think that out of their gameplay, has almost like this tank feel to her, but like Daffodil, exact opposite, very ninja aesthetic, very much using chain weapons, almost like a Devil May Cry style character. She feels like she's a banner character when I played her.
是的，再次强调，这个自选不会清空你常驻棋盘的累积抽数哦。
其次是通过新手签到可获得 A 级角色海月、S 级胡盘银河暂留。
That's a lot of banner wishes.
而伴随着鉴定师猎人等级的提升，总计10个制式骰子，35个捏造。
Love that the 40 gives you banner wishes instead of continuing this. Though we definitely want Hattori. Yeah, I want both Fadia and Daffodil because they have aesthetics. Fadia, I want for the aesthetic. Daffodil, I want for the gameplay. In the closed beta, my team was mostly Daffodil, Fadia, and then 2 others. Typically, Nanali and the guy who uses the like words. I heard that it's a lot.
25个3重钥匙以及300环石。这里也再次提醒一下，通过都市大亨系统还可以获得 S。
Also, I hope they continue this. This is one of the coolest ideas I've seen from like a character gacha. And a character gacha, I mean that stays a character gacha. Do at Night made all characters unlockable. But like having a in-game feature that gives you a top-tier character by playing the game is such a like kind thing to do for players. And the fact that this character is gotten purely through gameplay, more games need to do that. Because it rewards you for playing the game, and I love that. And I hope that each region, so like Win 1.0, I hope 2.0 has its own chiz, because that would be so cool if each major patch had a character that was unlockable through like the world
角色小枝，
and world leveling.
随着大亨等级不断提升，还将获得小枝全部觉醒材料和 S 级胡盘思考喵5个。
I enjoyed it.
在公测开启后1.0版本期，
My only critique of the Mario Party board is after your first couple 10 pulls, you're gonna want to hit the ×8 speed. You're gonna speed it up pretty quickly.
これ
Hey!
どこです
Thank you for the follow.
Wesley_ just followed.
And yes, that is Apothecary Diaries. This is poison. Thank you so much. We planned, but our next couple of streams are likely going to be art streams where we design character, where we create outfits from NTE. I mean, hey, if you haven't fully made a decision on the game, we are a creator who signed up in their creator program. So we will be playing it. And we will be highlighting it. And you know me, I am someone who compliments games. I never really diss them too much. But I will highlight the reasons that if someone was into the game that I'm playing, these are the reasons why they would like it. And if it's a game that I don't suggest, I just shut up about it. I play it one time and then never again. Which I've played each beta for this game. And it's so far lots of like cool things. Also, again, love that they have skins. The fact that they have skins. Like, I have played NTE like through both betas. I didn't sign up for the NDA one for like other people because like I'm a streamer, so like I don't know when I'd have time to record content. I'm really excited to do some really cool like outfits for the game. The Bridal Ghost, can't wait for her to come out because we will be recreating that outfit with the glitter effects and fire effects, and also we will be making those tentacles puppetable, so they will move independently from my model because we already know how to do that because we learned. Yes, I played the Coax 1, which I got in because I'm an artist, and they were letting anyone in, basically, that did art for them in some capacity. So, like, there's like a mini art contest. Both of those are live, and I am uploading clips of my gameplay regularly onto my YouTube shorts. You can expect that most of my, like, short videos will be NTE related, leading up to the release of the game. I do play other games like Warframe, World of Warcraft, but as we are partnered with the game, we're gonna be like doing a lot. We're gonna be glazing a bit. So you can have my memories because they are all uploaded. Speaking of which, I do think I do have a first hour of gameplay for NTE up on the YouTube page. If not, it's no, honestly, I was about to say I'll upload it, but it's not relevant anymore because the game has changed so much. I feel like it would be a misrepresentation of it. Daffodil's gameplay hasn't changed, so I will probably upload gameplay highlight of Daffodil. I took a sip of water at the wrong time, and I saw that. I was like, that's a big number. And that's the premium currency. Let me move my gun out of the way. I was like, let me just take a sip of water. JK, what is that? What is that number? That surprised me. Let me link my YouTube real fast. Do. Oh, that's what I can do. I'll just share this, copy link, and then go to this is what it was like real life. I almost spilled it all over myself, and I almost spit it out. There we go. That's the link to the live stream, which is obviously coming from my profile. I have that hotkeyed because my hydrate redeem has been broken for like the past few months. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna start hotkeying my redeems, so that way anytime they're redeemed, I can just activate it myself. Okay.
总计会有470多抽。
那这470抽是什么成分啊？
Oh, 400. This is why I never pause videos. I would just like to, like, I wonder how many it is. The total rolls for all 1.0 rewards comes out to over 470 pools. Right here. Oh wait, also right here. Listen, I'm dyslexic. It's not an excuse in this situation. But I was just so distracted by the big number down here next to the premium currency. Okay. It's a very distracting number. 28,565. Who wouldn't be distracted?
那这470抽是什么成分啊？
我们准备了详细的资源清单，大家就可以不用自己算了。稍后我们也会在易欢的各个
So you don't have to do the math. They provided, yeah. You know what? We're still gonna pause and go through this. Okay, pre-registration milestone: 20 fabricated dice. Check-in rewards: 12 banner. Launch preview: a 10 pull, and then I believe their wishes cost 160 per, so that's 2 10 pulls. Anomaly journey: a 10 pull, 35 pulls, 25 try keys. And then this is a 10 pull for daily activities, calculated for 35 days. Fair exchange, you get 10 and then 10. Fair exchange resets monthly. Okay, nice. So this resets monthly. So you could get do fair exchange reset monthly. So through their fair exchange you can get 20 wishes a month, which is great. I don't know what necessarily the fair exchange is because I can't remember and I don't have access to the game anymore. Beyond Rails 700, standard hunter supply 5. Hey, thank you. We're also super close to 1,000 on YouTube, which means we'll be monetized on there, which will be great. We've more than doubled our size since the beginning of the year. Gameplay rewards. Okay. 2 10 pulls. Yeah, that... A lot of people were concerned about the pool economy, but if this has told us anything about the pool economy, the pool economy is going to be good. As long as they keep this up and it's not just a one-off 1.0 thing, which sometimes it is, but as long as they keep this up, they have other monetized forms like skins, which is one of the things that made me so hopeful for the pool economy. because they have like cars, skins, the other ways to monetize the game. So I'm glad to see that my confidence was not false. Gameplay rewards.
话虽如此，但是啊，你看我道具都准备好了，毕竟公测嘛，我们多给大家发点福利。我投到几点就给鉴定师们送多少100环10，怎么样？
投投看。
那就这个了，我投完了。
行吧。
OK， 那么恭喜各位鉴定师们获得600环10，游戏开测后将发送到各位的邮箱中，而公测预下载也将在近期正式开始。各位鉴定师可以提前下载，方便公测开启后的第一时间游历海特洛。同时
Wait, what did that say? Pre-download, on the 27th.
公测开启后的第一时间游历海特洛。同时，官方福利活动即将结束。
Heathrow Resident Guide, guaranteed A arc, and other game items. Yeah, okay.
游历海特洛。同时，官方
That being said, because it's this shows 429, and if it's gonna be at the same 10 UTC plus 8, if you're in the Americas, like North America, South America, I do believe that means it'll be available for us on the 28th, as long as my math is correct, because that's 10 military time. So typically, plus 8 minus 5, so plus 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 minus 10 is -3. Yeah.
游历海特洛。同时，官方福利活动即将结束，还未
So I'm
参加的
excited.
鉴定师们请抓紧。
That means I have like a whole less day to wait.
好友一同助力。那么今天的前瞻特别。
And I do think we're gonna end up doing like a marathon. We've done a marathon technically each beta because we've played it for over 5 hours.
都将随机产生，所以公测当天不用太着急。
而公测也仅仅只是开始，后续我们依旧会持续努力，给大家创造更多的惊喜，让一环这个大世界更加鲜活。
各位鉴定师们，4月23日我们海特洛市见喽，拜拜。
Okay, what do you get for pre-ordering? Let's go back. It looked like an A-class arc and other in-game items. That might be the PlayStation exclusive reward. I think if you're on PC, you get it no matter what, as long as you're pre-registered. Oftentimes, these pre-registration rewards... Yeah. Oftentimes, these pre-registration rewards that you get on like console are given inherently just by be playing day 1 on PC. Okay, nice. I hope that PS5 doesn't do that scummy thing where it tries to make you pay for the pre-registration. I hate that because I also have a PS5 and every like upcoming free-to-play game has been like, you have to pay $9 if you want to be able to pre-download. Okay. PlayStation, get a grip. I mean, granted, I'm probably gonna buy like the bundle to like support the game because if it's as fun as it was in the betas and it looks like it's more fun than it was in the betas, then like I'm gonna be more than happy to support the devs a bit. I mean, the game's already shown support for me, so like it's the least I can do. By the way, the more engagement we get on our NTA preview videos that we post, the more likely NTE is to love me more, and the more NTE loves me, the more rewards I can give my viewers. And the more things I'll maybe be able to preview for them. I'm already in a good standing with them, but I would love to be in a great standing with them. Yeah. Yeah, no. I would have never seen myself being someone who played mostly free-to-play games, but ever since Wuthering Waves, free-to-play games have kind of been the main thing I play. I love the try it before you buy it, especially after so many times being disappointed after I buy a game. Like, I will say, the last game I bought that I didn't really regret buying was Monster Hunter. That was really fun. World of Warcraft was sponsored by our mod, so I didn't buy that one. So I can't say that that one wasn't a regret because I didn't buy it. But yeah, and thank you, Raz, for the sponsorship. It was not sponsored in the typical way, so it's not like a sponsored video. It's sponsored in the friendship way, in the sense that we got a friend who bought it so we could play it together. That being said, there was one other thing I was thinking of. Oh yeah, we're gonna go back to, where is it? This, personally, this is my standpoint. If I'm playing a free-to-play game and it doesn't make me feel like I have to spend money, then I'm gonna spend more money than I should. If I'm playing a game that makes me feel like I have to spend money, I'm spending nothing. I'm playing day one, leaving day two. Like, I will spend all of the freebies it gives me on launch and then never play again. This is not the situation. I can already tell, at least from these rewards. Can't speak for the future of NTE, but the present of NTE looks very generous. So likely, I'm sure there's a battle pass. I don't remember if it was talked about that much or like put up here. Let's see. Gameplay rewards, freebies at launch, limited time. Daily activity rewards, market, fair exchange, hunter, standard hunter supply, beyond the prime. I'm thinking this is probably the banner. I mean the battle pass. Possibly. Definitely getting the battle, because like it says fair exchange redeem, and it's under gameplay rewards limited time. Oh no, this is gameplay rewards still. Why is it blue? Oh, because it's limited, and these are permanently. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna glaze them a little bit more. I might have missed it, but if I did, it's because it was understated. It's been a long time that I've seen a game talk mostly about the free things and not really highlight the paid things. Like, these are gameplay rewards. These aren't the battle pass, the daily login stuff. Like, it's not any of that. This is just gameplay. Which, for me, is a little bit of an unheard of, because the past few launch previews I've seen, they've all talked about the monetization, almost an extent. But this one, like, showing the gameplay first, makes me happy. I'm happy to attach my wagon to this band. Is this also, again, love that this character is earned the world gameplay. That by itself gave me good faith too. Okay, I'm gonna switch to me close up for just a second while I switch my screen. Okay, and then I need to pull up character list, because I have a list of the characters in my ranker, but I don't have a list of character names in that. I just have their pictures. Yeah, I'm very happy when I see a game like put forth the freebies before the paid, because like I want to be a paid supporter of NTE personally. Like I always say, never feel like you have to spend money, but like I'm just saying for me, I want to. I also haven't spent money on a game in a while, other than the like I renewed my WoW subscription, and that's about it. And I don't really go to concerts or anything because I'm immunocompromised, so I don't have many public showings, but because I don't want to get sick. And if you're immunocompromised, being in like crowded areas is a good chance to get sick. Okay. Live scene. So I made this quick tier list because, as you guys know, I'm the VTuber artist who makes outfits to match the games that I play. I'm currently wearing Zero's outfit, or a recreation of it. I have a mint model. My mint model's too old for me to brag about. It did get me into the first beta, but we have grown so much, and it was made over a year ago. Uh, you know what? I will go ahead and show it because before we talk about other people's work, we should show the human side of our work. And note, this was based off early mint design. It's like not the worst. It's not necessarily good. The hands are a little bit big. The makeup's a bit off-putting. All the colors are in the right spot. I will say that. My face proportions, I can't say they're necessarily in the right spot. They're in the right spot adjacent. They're close. Also, there's baby teeth. It's not the worst. I'll say that. This is an improvement from my original models. The hair texture, I feel like I did a few different hair textures there. The shoes look good. And like I like these little accessories because the first time I did that. Like I said, there's elements of this that I appreciate. Altogether, not my best model. And this is my model a year after. Like we improved so much. Like that model and this model come from the same game. Okay. So these aren't in any particular order. I'm gonna go alphabetical. So we're gonna start with by song. Oh wait, first let's say what our categories are. My categories are flamboyant. So for S tier, we have serving, as in like it's a really good outfit, one that I want, one that I would redesign like for myself and wear. Like these are outfits that I just think are really cool and really good. Adequate. Now, adequate isn't like bad. It means that I think it's a good outfit. Is it one that I aspire to? No. Is it one that I think is a solid choice and like, yeah, like I think they look good? Or like there's a good concept there? Yes. Points for everybody. That's my category for like I see the vision. I don't necessarily think they made it to the vision, but I see where they were going. Child. I don't feel right ranking children on an appearance basis. So, are very childlike. I think there's only like really truly like one or two actual children. I think people like Nonali, they look more like closer to like 18, like still on the young side, but not necessarily like child. And I am judging them mostly on the outfit, not the person wearing the outfit, outside of like the aesthetic of it all. Okay. So I'm gonna pull up by song. I can't wait to put the future me responsible for jump cut editing this and like making it to where I want a picture. Oh wait. No, we'll use this. I'm just gonna save them to my desktop and pull them up. I'm pretty sure this is the most recent because I think it's on their X. This is by song. Now, I wouldn't typically rate a suit anything above, like, most likely points for everybody or adequate, because I do not like when games put a guy character in a suit and call it a day, because it feels pedestrian, which is my category for I feel like I might just see them on the street randomly. It's NPC behavior, not playable character. Like, are they present? Are they wearing clothes? Answer is yes. But, like, are they the moment? They're a moment, but I don't know about the moment. Okay, so by song. Again, guy wearing suit typically would be in my more points for everybody category, but we see accessories here. We see a hair gradient, which is really cool. I love that there's like alternate textures going on here. It feels like it's a suit, it's well fitted, like it actually is tight in at the waist. I like the gold accents on white with black. There's depth to the color. I like the little like eyeliner makeup he has here. That real like red eyeliner. Red eyeliner with green eyes is really good because it makes them pop. Overall, it's still a suit. I'm gonna put him in high adequate. As in like almost serving, maybe serving later if we get on the road and we don't have enough in the category. They could be an honorary serving member. Not to be confused with an honorary service member. Okay. Our next person is Chiz. We saw Chiz a lot in the preview. And we already talked about how I like her design. Oh, that is not what I wanted. I got a bunch of politicians when I typed just her name. Save image. I almost want to give her bonus points just for the way that you unlock her. Her aesthetic to me gives very VTuber, which sometimes I kind of like a more simple outfit, like clean silhouettes. But with her personality, it feels correct. Like, I also know her gameplay has like incorporates the tchotchke aspect of the character. I like the hair, the expressive face. Overall, solid concept, know where they're going with it. The outfit makes sense for the kit, and strong color combo. It's one of the things I also like about it is a mouse character with pink hair, but they resisted the urge to recreate Iron Mouse. And now I would love to see Iron Mouse in NTE because Iron Mouse's models design, solid, love it. Love the outfit, love a lot of the iterations of the outfit. But I love that they resisted going for the obvious pink hair mouse girl is Iron Mouse. Because a lot of games here lately have kind of heavily been inspired by Iron Mouse. And maybe not always crediting Iron Mouse or her artist. But yeah, I do really like this design. They're going to currently be in serving because I feel like the concept's there. There's a little bit of mess to it, but it makes sense because the character personality really fits the outfit. Also, it does look better in game than it does in this picture. I feel like the layers and elements of this outfit aren't really done justice in this picture because in game it looks really good. And the 3D, this done in 3D, it doesn't look as like it's being swallowed by the like all of the side stuff. In this 2D image, it feels like they really wanted to have every part of the outfit visible, but it's making it look like it's a crowded picture. But we've seen it in 3D, we've seen it like do a 360. It looks good in game. So it's in the serving category. I don't know where it's going to place amongst other looks that I feel like are serving, but it's a solid look, great concept, like to see it. And I'm normally someone who doesn't really like to have too many tchotchkes going on. I just feel like it works with her character, and I'm just really glad they went with a pink hair mouse character and didn't just recreate Iron Mouse. If they wanted to recreate Iron Mouse, I would love to see her again, but like, maybe we don't just steal someone's design and character concept without permission, at least. I say that as someone who recreates character designs and outfits. I realize how hypocritical that is, actually, now saying it. But, okay, who is next? Okay, Daffodil. Daffodil is one that kind of hurts me a little bit because if I'm judging just off the outfit, she has the same problem they have with most male characters. It's just a suit. I'm glad they changed her design because it is a massive improvement from what it was. Because for one, it looked kind of just like the chief of the bureau, and when they're in the same room, very confusing. It does have way more of a personality than what it did. I approve of the changes. And they are going for like a specific butler aesthetic. I saved the image and it just saved like a small headshot. Why is it just saving this headshot? I want the full outfit. Oh, that's why the link has failed. You know what? I'll just save this one. Because I can use this for 0. Okay. Elements of the outfit that I love. I like that they have these like blue ropes and that they have this electric blue opening on the pants. I like the coattails. But other than that, it is a little bit on the pedestrian side. I feel like I could actually see this person walking around, like if I was in a place where it was appropriate to wear a suit. I love that with an outfit as basic as this one, they did kind of correct using a unique hair color pattern with having these blue, electric blue highlights with the black. Now, the elements of it kind of does put it in the points for everybody category because it's a concept. I see where they're going. It's mostly a suit though, so pedestrian. However, if you read the video description, I have said that points for presentation, and in presentation, this is absolutely one of the coolest standard characters that I played. Like, so much fun. And for that reason, we're going to take the in-between section of serving and points for everybody, and we are going to put them, I think, ahead of the other character in a suit. Only because their kit the presentation of their outfit saves them a bit. That isn't the case for a lot of people in suits, but for them it is, because like again, it the vibe of the animations fit the outfit. Okay, who is next? Oh, Fadia's next. We are working on a Fadia outfit. She also is another special case character. The reason why she's a special case character, if I'm just looking at this outfit, it's pretty solid. It is more in the adequate category because like I like what's going on, don't necessarily love what's going on. Like it's got good vibes. That being said, another character whose presentation really helps the outfit, the fact that all of the excess clothing here, like the jacket, the band, like all play a role in her ult animation and burn off. And then she's wearing like this really cute like cocktail number. We love obviously we love a costume change. So because she has that costume change, I'm gonna put her in S tier, and I am gonna put her above Chiz because that burning costume change, really cool. Okay. Hathor is next. Hathor, she got a lot of critiques when people first saw her character. Probably because Genshin, around that same time, had a motorcycle character. I think that's where a lot of it comes from. Okay, she doesn't have the same thing that other people do. So we might actually have to use a video presentation for her, which I would like to see. Let's see. I'll use this image. It kind of communicates a bit better. No, that's too small. I mean, we could also go through my gameplay because I did play all of these characters. Well, all of the ones that were available in the second beta. Okay. We're just gonna use this. Personally, I don't necessarily see what other people saw when they were giving it so much critique. Because I think this outfit's, like, was it, like, groundbreaking? No. Would it be so funny of me to give it a low score? Let me show you why yes. It would be very funny for me to give it a low score. Let's go up to... So, it'd be so funny for me to give it a low score because my silhouette is her silhouette. It's a jacket top, short shorts, and thigh-high boots. That's my look. Completely unbiased. Unbiased opinion. Best silhouette ever. I feel like I can't rank it low because I'm wearing a very similar silhouette. It's not identical, but the clothing items are, it's there. Also, I recently learned how to do wings. When I first was looking at her character, I was like, wow, we wear a very similar outfit. But I'm like, I don't know how to do wings on something. But then, let's see if I can pull them up. I think they should pull up fairly fast. I think this is the model. I learned how to do wings. And so now I'm like, I could actually do a Hawthorne model. Formerly out of reach, now not out of reach. Because I can do wings now. Used to not be able to. But we grew as an artist. Yes. And, yeah, no, I'm also just... I'm gonna rank her high because it's my look. Maybe that's also why I didn't see people's criticism. I'm like, I think it's great. It's so great that I'm wearing it. I think actually a lot of characters, I'm trying to think back, I think a lot of characters do the long sleeves crop with short shorts and thigh-high boots. Not mad at it. I do it. It also makes it my like job of recreation easier. Hattori. Okay. It may seem like I would keep Hathor at the top, but when we were watching the live preview, I mentioned it. I think this will work. This might be a skin for her. Honestly, when I saw the first preview for NTE, this character, I was immediately like, best looking character out of the cast. She's serving. Love her presence on stage, love her ability, her kit. I also really like umbrellas. Bonus points for umbrella. So I will put her above Hathor. Because, yeah. Like during the first beta. Oh, okay, I love how we're getting a lot of really strong looks. I might need to rethink my scale. Because when I was first thinking, I was just thinking like I remembered all the criticism they got early on of like the character outfits. I mean, let's see. I would like to save this image. I give points for umbrella because I collect umbrellas. I actually have like 12 umbrellas. One of my favorite ones is a sword umbrella. Got it while I was in London. Well, actually, one of my parents got it while they're at London. I was in London too, and then I stole it when we got back to the States. Now it's mine. Because I like umbrellas. Okay, I would say this character, on the fashion side, I like it. It is borderline, a little bit more on the basic side, but I think it presents well. The hair's done extremely well. She is showing like thought of like her silhouette. I like this sleeve thing that they've done where if they have a billowing sleeve, they do a cutout of fabric that is like different from the fabric of the jacket to kind of break up the color blocking a little bit. I do also kind of like the choker ribbon. The hat, I like, not necessarily fully in love. Mostly because like I have a hard relationship with hats where I don't typically like a hat. I would say that out of hats, I like this one more than I like most hats. I think for her, where is she? There you are. I'm gonna put her above Chiz, behind Fadia. Fadia would, either one of Fadia's outfits would lose against her in my ranking, but it's the fact that she has a reveal that puts her higher. Again, performance of the outfit is playing a role here. Okay. Lacrimosa. So sometimes there's this tendency to put like the older teen category of character in a school uniform and call it a day. I do like that that's not necessarily what they did here with Lacrimosa. I actually really like the way that they've mixed in street fashion and vampiric like fashion here. I also love the Cruella de Vil hair, the split hair color. But even more so, one of the things that Lacrimosa's outfit does a little bit better than most of the characters in NTE, when you look at this outfit and you look at her stance, you know exactly what she is. A vampire. Like, we have a bunch of imagery on this outfit that communicates her personality. And this is one of the things where I'm talking about where I love simple outfits that have something that they tell you. Like, I love the little heart here. I also love wearing my jackets down, like, off my shoulder. I always have loved wearing it like that. She also has a reveal because she does turn into this bat as, like, her special movement ability. And you can fly as it. In the beta, you couldn't fly fast. I hope that they change that and make it to where the bat flies fast. Because that would be fun. I don't mind it still being based off your stamina, which means you wouldn't be able to fly for long, but I do kind of want you to be able to fly fast. Out of the younger characters, Lacrimosa, I like her outfit more than most of the younger characters. Nonali, our first banner character. Now I mentioned this in the trailer. I think she has a cute design. That being said, I don't necessarily like her more than I like other characters. I kind of like Mint's design a little bit more than hers. She's also, there's one thing that's working against her when it comes to like how I see her. I saw Lacrimosa before I saw Nonali. I think I also played Lacrimosa before. Yeah, because you played a Lacrimosa in the beta in the first little bit. I like Lacrimosa's presentation of this same outfit better. I like the way that she's wearing it better. Nolly has some skin outfits that look really cool, but if we're just basing it off of the base skin, I'm not going to put both Nonali and Lacrimosa in the same category, and I like the way that Lacrimosa is wearing it better. It's not a weak outfit. It's going to be one of the higher tier adequate outfits, but because I already know what it could look like with Lacrimosa, we're going to put it at a high adequate. But if you have like the skin that they showed in the preview, it moves up to serving. She has some really nice looking skins. And you get one of the skins on her board, which is also really cool. I also have to like put some of these people in other categories other than just serving inadequate, because then it just seems like pass or fail, and we're not that type of teacher. There is a letter grade. I say that because I was actually okay. Sucrai also hurts Natalie because she's wearing a very similar outfit to Lacrimosa and Natalie, but a child. And I'm not gonna rank her. She is definitely a child. Whereas, like, Natalie and Lacrimosa could be senior year of high school. She's going to kindergarten. She's going to pre-K. Or middle school, maybe. She's not going to high school. Like, a child. Ooh, okay. Now we're at the zeros. I see 1 0. Where's the other 0? Oh no, I don't see the other 0. This just has the male 0. Okay. Scan through this one more time. Okay. Male 0, pedestrian. Female 0, a light serving. Aw, thank you. Oh wait, I'm here. Uploads my picture here to take the place. Wait. Not you guys, just me. Like this. The female 0 up here. The male 0 down there. I'm not gonna stay up here because you can't see me. But yeah, that's... Let me pull up their picture. I think part of the thing that hurts a little bit on his design I think I actually was surprised to learn, because I guess I just didn't pay attention during the cutscenes and was just distracted by everything going on. But they're called 0 because they don't, whereas everyone else has like a mood rating, they don't. And, okay, is this like a strong pedestrian? Like, it's a high tier pedestrian look. It could be in the points for everybody, but I'm not sure exactly what the high concept is here, other than just schoolboy. Like, well, like college boy or something. Like, granted, this is where I would put almost every male MC character in gacha history is in this category. They just don't necessarily feel the most inspired to me. But then if we're looking at this character, yes, it's still serving like that same kind of like college experience. But what saves this outfit, the skirt flows very nicely during combat, which you do see in combat. In one of my shorts, my car crashes and they do a dodge roll out of the car after it like gets blown up. And you can see like the fabric and material move on the outfit. This outfit, there's nothing for movement. So like you don't get as strong of like a story with it. Also, here we have like these holographic elements where like there's a gradient on this part of the tie. There's this strong gradient here. That same gradient, not as strongly present here. This is mostly just lavender into like a slight blue lavender back into lavender, whereas this is lavender into pink. Like, I think if they want to do lavender to blue, they need to go with a more strong pastel blue. I do think his eyes might be slightly better than hers. And the eye department, I do kind of like the way that his eyes are made. But yeah, out of like other, I do think New Rover's outfit's like pretty high up there. I think Honkai Star Rail's new outfit also is pretty high up. And I was kind of being silly when I put it in serving. I would put this at a high adequate. It's kind of what I would expect a main character's outfit to look like. And if I was just going off how handsome the character was, he would be in points for everybody. Because he is getting the goal of being main character achieved. I just now noticed these 3 belts.
Rage. It's the same outfit.
You're gonna tell me that this and this are the same outfit.
One is just a skirt mumble grumble.
I was about to even say something about that. If they would have had these belts come up more like how this strap is, and like had some more like style choices here, I would have liked it. Also, as I mentioned before, the color gradients are weaker on this outfit than on this outfit, and that does translate in game. You can see the more holographic element of this one, whereas this one's more of just like a lavender appearance, and just doesn't have as much movement to it when you're watching it in game as this one does. Which is where she also gets put up to adequate instead of points for everybody, because I like an outfit with movement. It's one of the reasons why long hair characters will rank higher with me. Not necessarily because like long hair is superior to short hair, but because there's movement with long hair. Like look at my ponytail. Look as it sways. And like if that character does a spinning kick, you're gonna see that skirt do that flare thing, which is really stunning. If he does a spinning kick, what is his pants gonna do? And they don't put jiggle physics down there. I don't think they're allowed to put jiggle physics down there. They should be allowed to, but I don't think they are. But yeah, it's, in my opinion, not. Also, this is a crop jacket. I think the boy could have had a crop jacket. It's close to crop, but it comes down like at this awkward length. Whereas like if this is the hip, this is the waist, I would like to see the crop. It doesn't have to come up as high as hers.
That is cropped little.
It's cropped, but it almost looks like it's ill-fitting cropped. Like he's put on a jacket that's for a younger person. Because for me, I mean, you see my crops. It has to come up to at least like the bottom part of the pec. Like hers comes to the bottom part of like the breast. Like, I want to see it come up here. And if it did come up to here, the waist would be see you next Tuesday. And that would put them up another category. Because I can kind of see the cinched waist, but the jacket kind of throws off that silhouette. I'm also very biased when it comes against male character designs, because I want them to do more with them. I want more. I want some more creativity, some different silhouettes. Oh, we're on Adler. Adler, NTE.
I know that's why I'm giving you the mumble grumbles. Leave the little amount of men we get alone, Sag.
I think we need more men so we can have more variety. Adler. Okay, when I was remembering Adler, I was just remembering the white jacket and the red shirt, and I was getting ready to put them in points for everybody. First of all, ponytail, immediately bump up. But if it's raining men, they're probably gonna die when they hit the ground. Yeah, that would be more like raining corpses. Well, I guess it's not a corpse until it hits the ground. But when I was remembering Adler, I didn't remember him having this many accessories. And although, again, still a suit that's accessorized. And just as we put him up here, because he has accessories on his suit, and like, not on the under part of the suit, but on the over part of the suit, to go back to bullying the male protagonist, oh, not him. Also, see, cinched waist, because the jacket goes all the way down, they cinch it fully. If it was cut right here, he would lose that cinched waist. And they would no longer be serving See You Next Tuesday. That's the female. There we go. So if this belt came up and like crossed from thigh up to hip here, I think that would make this outfit a little bit more solid. Because then some of the like accessories wouldn't be partially covered by fabric. But this person, they're accessorized. They have statement pieces. We're gonna have to put them in adequate, because I definitely see the vision here. Actually, I think they're probably the higher adequate. They are, you know what? A is for Adler. I almost wanted to put them in serving, and they actually might get bumped up a little bit. I do have a lot of people in serving already. Only thing that's not necessarily my favorite is the plate here into this white vest. I think it looks better in game, but is a little bit jarring. But other than that, like, I love the fact that it's not just a suit, it still is a suit. It's gonna be very hard to convince me to put a suit in S tier, but it has armor pieces, this tailcoat which breaks up the silhouette. I mean, like, changes the silhouette from just being a body. And then this also gives some hip. There's personality in this outfit. And they have a ponytail. So even if they were going to go into points for everybody, they have a ponytail. Immediately bumped up. Who is next? Watch me not put anyone in points for everybody. Okay, Edgar. Edgar is definitely a child, I feel like. Like, they look like they might be a freshman in high school, but this cut of a pant gives me child, which, if they want a child, I love that their outfit is creative and changes up from the suits. If NTE is listening, and I guess they will, because they'll review some of this, possibly, because I'll have to submit it. Give some of the adult male characters silhouettes like this, because this is different. And right now, if I'm counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to count him. He's like 4.5. And then he's not wearing a suit. He's wearing street clothes, but not a suit. But like, over half of your male characters are kind of wearing a suit. Let's change it up a bit. But as a child, we're not gonna rank them because again, we're not ranking children. But their outfit, I will say, out of the male outfits, has more creativity in it, and I do like saying that. They're a creative child, so we're gonna put them above. In the unranked category, they stand at the highest rank. If I am the TA for that class, they will get Best Dressed award at the end of the school year. Who is next? Hano. You know what's the other thing is I'm running out of characters, and I'm gonna be sad if I only put one character in points for everybody, which makes me want to avoid it. Which we can adjust at the end. I like this owl hair, but she is kind of just wearing a shirt as a dress, it looks like. I like the pops of color, though. It's one of those things where, like, I kind of feel like it's points for everybody, because I see where they're going with it, but at the same time, I mean, to be fair, it is just an A, and sometimes the A rank characters she's fun to play, I will say that. Like, she's gonna be, if there's other people in the points for everybody, she's gonna be a high points for everybody. If we took her hair design, like this kind of owl aesthetic, and we moved it to be in elements of this lower part, not like this, but like vibe-wise, if we moved this down, and we maybe added some like feathering to like a gauntlet or something, I could see this being in the adequate tier. I love her eyes. Her eyes are inadequate. Her hair is inadequate. The shirt dress is in points for everybody. We are saying that she's probably senior in high school. That's at least what she's kind of giving me. Questionable for possibly child, but I think she's kind of giving a little bit, like, she's a year behind Lacrimosa and Nonali and Chiz. Like, if these three are like freshly out of high school, she's like the person who got to high school as a freshman when these people were all like sophomores and gets left behind by like her friend group. And that makes me feel bad for her. We're gonna keep putting points for everybody. This brings us to Mint. Okay, Mint, I did make her outfit, as I showed on stream, but we're gonna show what it's supposed to look like. Though I think she's gonna be hard to find her updated outfit because she has a long standing here. Mint 2026. You know what? We'll use this GIF. Why not? I don't think actually you can really tell from the outfit there. One thing I would say about Mint, I'm gonna download this picture. We saw it in the cutscene. If we included this picture, the Halloween outfit, I think S tier. It's super cute. I think without her skins, it's one of the ones where I like the design, and one of the things that makes adequate It's not bad. It's really good. There are accessories on this that make me want to put it up here, but the characters here have a little bit more of a like uniqueness to their design. She does have a lot of like personality, and if we're looking at her in cutscenes, I'm gonna move her up. She's definitely not a low adequate. I'm gonna put her here. Yeah, because I like a lot of elements of it. She is also a cop. More like the most cop-coded character. So like, if she was an S, that would definitely bring her down to adequate. Just personal. Up next is our first furry character. Like, and I mean true furry character. Like, Mint is a cat girl. This character is a furry. And I would like to see more furries, honestly. If nothing else, to help break up the appearances. It's a furry in a suit. That being said, I actually really like their kit. And I think if I'm comparing his design and Mint's design, he stands out more. Yeah. Also a cop, so can't be an S tier. Because, like, yeah. I would say out of the cops, though, he kind of gives more, like, almost child protective service
Cause he has a
vibes.
dog face.
Same. No, honestly, the dog face is ranking him higher. Because furry. And I would like to see more.
If.
Same. We are putting him up as a high adequate. He would be a... You know what? Actually, because his silhouette with the dog elements, I could pick out his shadow probably before Adler's shadow. He has shadow powers. I'm going to put him as a very high adequate. Almost our first boy in serving. But I do already know at least one boy who's making it to serving. Okay. Up next, Akane. Some of these, like, are weirdly politician names. I'm discovering. Oh, that's also a Oh god, I am so glad I Google searched this on the other monitor. I can't show that on stream. Like, Akane, I can't show you on stream. We saw her in the preview. Yes. Gaia takes a bite out of crime, like Scruff McGuff. I can't show what popped up when I searched her name with NTE. So research had to be way more specific in her search. Yeah, no, I'm talking like show hole. Yeah. Busty. Yeah, don't search her name. If you search her name, type in the full Nevenish to Evanish title, not NTE. Apparently there's an anime called like NTR. Well, I think it's more of a hentai than an anime, but Why is her mouth half open in this picture? Not sure. But she kind of gives Burnus vibes a little bit. I did forget that Nanali's also in the music band, that she also plays an instrument. Oh, she also gives my Dress Up Darling a little bit. Normally I'm against the side pony, but for her, if she didn't have the side pony, it would make it to where she wasn't as identifiable in silhouette form. I think I really want to put her in serving. Serving is a little bit full right now. And I haven't seen too much of her. If she's going in adequate, she's going to be the highest adequate. I'm going to put her in soft serving. Very soft serving. Soft serve. Actually, we're bumping her down to adequate. And if we're really truly basing this off look, it looks... Love her gameplay. But I am going to knock Daffodil down to points for everybody. Because as I get through this list, I'm like, if I include all elements of the character and not just outfit, this list is going to look very different. The only person who gets a pass on kit involved in outfit are characters whose outfit's part of their kit, such as Fadia. She has a kit that's based around her outfit burning off, so like, and she gets these cool tattoos. Up next, Alphard. Alphard might be one of the characters who... Okay, she doesn't like fully have a picture yet. Like a character picture yet. This is how she looks. Ponytail, mealy bumped up. This, I think her character model has changed since this picture. I think they improved it by a good amount. Oh, this has the updated picture. Or at least a higher quality picture. And from a better angle. I can't see the ponytail from this angle, so I'm glad I saw the other one, but... Okay. I'm gonna put her... Her outfit is starting to border that, like, very standard, like, suit, but, like, just with short shorts. Maybe if this was a crop. If it was a crop, I would have to rank it higher immediately, because it would be very close to mine. But it's not a crop. So it's not close to my outfit. It's close to the outfit I'm currently wearing. But that's because this is based off one of the characters. Putting her in low, adequate. She might have some cool presentation moments later, but I'm gonna have to like put the presentation parts a bit lower. Up next is Ariel. Okay, Ariel doesn't have a picture here. But note, Ariel would be an S tier for me. She was just announced in the trailer. I don't even know where though. Does this have a timestamp thing? It does not. I want them to put a timestamp here. Okay, she was after that. I saw her. Oh, there she is. Ariel. Jellyfish out. I mean, also the hairstyle pretty unique. I'd put her high adequate Also, I'm glad I looked at this because her thing has also changed since the closed beta. Because I don't think it had this much of a yellow element on the bottom side of the hat. So just imagine I'm putting Ariel somewhere here. Okay. Up next is this Crow Girl. Oh, she does have the yellow. Is the Crow Girl. Blackbird. Yes, I do. Jellyfish out. Yes. I could see how that could sound as an innuendo, but she's riding a jellyfish. I like her character though. I would put her inadequate, specifically because I'm considering the jellyfish part of her outfit, seeing how she rides it in game, making it more of an accessory than just like a summon that's not related to her. In a similar sense, I'm including the ravens as part of her aesthetic. So we are going to put her up here. I don't know what her name is. It's just Blackbird on this other one. Okay. Up next, another guy character. Chaos. And I mentioned it during the live. Oh, you can't see it in this one. Let's see if we can't find Chaos in this. Should be in one of these groups. Oh, he should be in the agency group, I think. Oh, there he is. I like that his bodysuit, like the shirt here. Ooh, and he's showing some skin. Bonus points. But I like that it shows his body underneath. We don't get to see that suit. We get to see it kind of a bit, but not as often as I would like to see a little bit of fan service with the male characters. He's getting, honestly, if he could take the jacket off, serving. Jacket on, very high adequate. Jacket off, bumps up. Maybe they'll give him a skin where he doesn't have the jacket on. Honestly, I'm gonna bump you down to points for everybody. I'm just not a big fan of the business casual look. The ponytail makes you the highest of the points for everybody. But similar to these characters who just have ponytails, a lot of people in here, I love their hair. I'm just not a big fan of the suits. There's a lot of suits in the game already. I'm hoping that they take note of that and going forward, especially for important NPCs or playable characters, less suits. I feel like suits should be for background characters. Accessorizing the suit makes it less bad, but the less accessories you have on top of the suit, the more I'm like, wait, which NPC are you? Okay. After Chaos is Elms, which we'll have to go to the live stream here. I love her strong concept. She's an ice cream girl and has like these ice elements all throughout her outfit. High concept. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is these bell sleeves, the inside of them, if I remember correctly. They are like a weird color. Apparently that's a pro wrestler's name. You can kind of see it in this picture, but I need a better picture. I can't get a really good picture of a straight-on look for her outfit, it looks like. I do love what I'm seeing from this side, I love. I just remember not liking what's inside the... But it is a really strong concept. I feel like that's okay. Ooh, we are now at EXE. And they are in that one trailer. They are the elf boy with the very low cut V. Oh, they're right here. Love that he's not just wearing a suit. There's suit elements here, but it's very different shaped. And the low cut V, because he has that super low cut V, very, very high serving. Very fashion forward. The aesthetic, the hair, the eyes, the face. I like what they're presenting. Up next is Ariel, who I believe they're right here. In the very back, right there. I would like a better picture. If I can get one. I might not be able to find one. Oh, it's Ira. Let's see. I think she's in another shot here. Oh, hey, here's,
Watching. If you're interested in working
yeah, I don't like inside that sleeve.
with us, then tune in for next time.
Unbelievably strong.
We need to find Ira, who I do believe she was in one of these. There she is. Her outfit, love. I'm not a fan of this eye patch. I think if it was like a single strap where one strap goes underneath and the other strap goes above, I would like it a bit more.
According to safety protocol.
But I think she has an umbrella.
So feel free to leave containment cleanups to us.
And what did we say earlier? Points for umbrella. That's gonna be my most just off the wall, like, here's some points. Points for umbrella. Next is Shinku, which is this person who I believe is in this video, just like slightly before. Yeah. Okay, hair flip. Immediate. I kind of wish she was wearing shoes. It's close. We are, let's see, it's 19 in my time zone. We are about 9 days away. It launches on the 29th, so we're not too far away from launch. This is a child. They go in the child category. up next is the character that I'm most excited for. She's also in this preview.
An app compound.
I think she comes next.
Knock it off.
Yes. This one.
What do you think?
I'm gonna recreate this outfit almost one for one, I think. Or at least try to. I did something similar for you now.
Best of the best in our city. The embodiment of absolute strength and control.
Really?
More like a weirdo club, but it feels safe.
Those are gonna be a nightmare for me to make, but we're gonna try.
There's you and the others.
So, would you like to work with me and the others?
Of course! I mean, without a doubt.
She's the character I'm most excited for. I'm putting her at the highest level of serving, and now first to make some adjustments. I'm going to put you down to points for everybody because I hate the inside of her sleeves. Concept? I see where you're going. You ruined it with the inside of the sleeves. So we're gonna put her here. Now, Chiz, I'm gonna leave Chiz where she's at, because she looks different from, if we're looking at this entire cast, she does look different from everybody. She really stands out. And the picture of her was not doing the outfit justice because it looks way better in game than it does here. And as a side note, the only reason why I would be in that same boat, luckily I have gotten to play it at every beta. So like I've been super blessed to play it. That being said, the version I saw in this preview, like they got better from first beta to second beta, but this one, I'm not gonna say completely new game. I can tell that the games are the same, like development wise, but like it just looks so much better. Like they really stepped up their game every step of the way. Like if we look at the bank that's in this shot here with this cutscene, because there's just some shots, the wide shots of the bank. I could get it to load. But the bank, even in this music video, doesn't look as good as the bank in game. That's how like much they've been stepping up their game. But there were some shots of it, I just don't know where. Okay. I think we're gonna move her down. I don't like that he's the only one in pedestrian, but it's just because he does look like every other male MC. For a high degree. Plus there's just not enough movement in the outfit. And unlike, say, Adler's suit, Butterfly Guy's suit, Dog Boy's suit, his, like, suit adjacent, very much not a suit, though. Unlike the other suits that we see in the game, that all have, like, more personality added to them, he has 3 belts and a lavender tie. I would like to see more accessories, or for the jacket that he has, to be cut a bit higher up. Let's see. Is he still here? I should have him on this list. Don't get me wrong, he looks good. I just would like to see some... For one, the girl, Zero, has holographic here. I'd like to see him also get the holographic here. And just see where this notch is on this like zipper. I would like to see this jacket come up to here. That way you can see more of the waist. And he can get a little bit more of a unique silhouette compared to the other characters. I do believe he has some good skins. And I think that some characters My only worry for the future of character development is that some characters might be designed to sell a skin, so like their base outfit, not that great, but then like these skins are like amazing. Granted, I do love amazing skins, but yeah, I'd like to see this cut just a little bit higher, and the reflective elements that are on the girl's outfit to be on this outfit too. And maybe like a tassel, like some kind of like belt strap coming off so they get a little bit of movement in their combat. Just some extra things to make it look not like something that everyone else is wearing or could wear. I will say, up here, great design. I do actually I like his eyes better than I like the girl's eyes. The gloves, great decision. Yeah, I think it just needs some small edits to move it up to adequate. I don't know if the girls or the guys would get to serving unless they make... I think they have skins that would be in serving, but I don't think their base outfit could make it up there. But that might be a by design, which is technically smart because it sells skin, and if anyone's going to get a skin for a character, I think the main character is a great one to get one for. If it's anything like the closed beta that happened earlier this year, then there will be skins you can earn in-game for the characters. And he wears some of those skins better than the girl wears them. So, like, there's a give and take. I think the girl has a stronger base outfit, but I do think he has some of the skins that look better on him. Hola. Muy poquito hablo español. Not much. I can read it better than I can speak it. But I always try to make an attempt. If you're ever in my YouTube comment section, feel free to comment in any language whatsoever. I will use a Google Translator and communicate back in that same language. I can't do that with active speech because I'm not that versed. I wish I was. But yeah, this is where I would rank the characters and their outfits. Well, like, their outfits. I think I want to make a gameplay one, but most of the characters have had slight changes to their gameplay from the closed beta. If I did make a closed, a play, like who was the most fun to play, Daffodil goes from points from everybody to the very top. Because she was so much fun. And her outfit's solid, but it's a suit, and as I've shown with my ranking, I'm biased against the suit looks. Because it's very hard for me to make a suit look distinguished. Like, these people's accessories make their suits look distinguished, but the suit themselves, not so much. But hey, no, I am more excited for the launch of NTE than I have been ever. Granted, we are super close to launch. I can't wait. That being said, I do need to take a note. We will be making model outfits probably leading up to NTE. On top of that, we are going to be taking off this Thursday because I won't have access to my computer on Thursday. So we won't be streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but we will stream Saturday. And I believe this game launches on a Wednesday for me, like a Wednesday night. It launches, I think, I think it launches late Tuesday for me. And I do plan to do like a very long stream of the game. So we'll be streaming it from Tuesday into Wednesday. So you can expect that we will make up the time that we take off here the last week of April into the first week of May. Because we are partnered with this game, so which is very exciting. I think this is one of the largest games I've been able to partner with before their launch, which is a big mile marker also for us on the, I think we got in based off our YouTube presence. My Twitch is still growing, but my YouTube surpassed my Twitch, I think 6 months ago. And now it's close to 1,000, which I'm excited for. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go to me close up. And I want to click this. Our current count is 795. So I do need to say, I thank some people who subscribed during the live stream. But if you have your privacy settings set to not allow people to see when you're subscribed to them, perfectly fine. I just want to go ahead and say thank you, invisible subscribers. I appreciate you. I don't know what your name is, but you're greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for your support for this smaller channel. I can't wait to see you guys all in future streams. Expect us to be probably working on Fadia's outfit next stream. We are going to have it do the special animation where it burns off. Yeah, we're nearly at 800. Yeah, no, on YouTube. YouTube has quickly surpassed most of my platforms. And I'm grateful. Yeah, you two have a good night. I wish everyone sweet dreams. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. I can't wait to share my experience with NTE with you guys. Maybe we can all play together, do Mario Kart racing in the city with like the go-karts. I really want to do that. Even if you can't use them in official races, we could come up with a track. And Scout's honor for not cheating. But yeah, sweet dreams, and I can't wait to see you in future streams. Bye for now. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. And yeah.